Hello and welcome to PowerBench. Today we have this Beta branded 5200 mAh power bank. I bought it from Amazon on a lightning deal for $11.99. It's currently $12.99, so it's not clear how great the lightning deal price was, but it seems like a reasonable price for this sort of capacity. As you can see, I haven't opened it yet. Comes in a heat sealed bag. Let's break that open. British design, apparently. Okay, so we've got an outer sleeve. We created Beta with a single goal in mind: better and better, apparently. They claim it has an 18-month guarantee. They're Hong Kong based. Highlight: simple design, bright surface treatment, smooth as jade, more attractive. High quality lithium ion battery, cutting edge circuitry. So 5200 mAh, input 2 amp, output 2.4 amp, so far so standard. Colour black. One thing they do advertise this as having, which is a novel feature, is that the lights are on the side so they don't disturb you at night while you sleep. Can't say I've ever considered that an issue, but I'll put up a little picture of the description on Amazon. It's quite a compelling picture. So, a little pull cord thing, although you're in real danger of dropping the power bank the wrong way out. It's not quite an Apple smooth experience. BAB 5200. So the Amazon listing was for a SUPER-BAB charger. No mention of Beta as a brand. Standard little 2-page, 4 blobs representing charge. Don't need that. So cable feels like a standard cheap and nasty one. It's really short, which is normally no bad thing for a freebie cable. 29 centimeters, let's say. Doesn't feel particularly nice. There's virtually no strain relief. I mean, it looks like a standard cheap cable. We'll test that in a minute. This is packed in foam, which is good for packaging. Another one of those soft plastic bags, which just seem to be rapidly coming the standard, which is nice. So it is brightly coloured, not brightly coloured, it's very shiny black. It reflects my bench lights quite clearly there. So Series A, capacity 5200 mAh, 2.4 amp output. It's got the knockoff Conformité European mark, which doesn't really mean anything these days, but never good to see a knockoff one. Beta. So so on the listing it says they're soft green indicator lights. Those are funny green, and they are quite dim though, which is nice. So it's somewhere in the region of 50 to 75% charged. Single USB, can't really, hang on, let me adjust the colour balance slightly, there we go. So micro USB in, USB-A out, ISQ, which is their intelligent charging, which I suspect just means it claims to support Apple 2.4 amp. Let's find out. Press the power button to turn it on. Okay, so no detection there. 5.23 volts output, which is okay. So what is it advertising? Apple 2.4 amp. Fine. So far so standard. So let's find out what it will draw, what it will supply. So this is still, oh dear, that's not good, is it? So 2.1 amps, it's outputting 4.2 volts, which is climbing slightly. So it's dropped to 2 blobs. Well, let's turn that right down and give it a chance to start. So we go to 1 amp. .2 volts at 1 amp, that's okay. 5.2 volts at 1.5 amps. Oh, that's not good, is it? That's really not good. So at 2 amps it's dropped to 4.6 volts. 2.1, 4.4, so 2.4 amps. Oh, 4.1 volts. That is abysmal. This is poor. Very poor. Well, that's good to know. Right. I don't think this test is going to go very well. But whatever. So, in terms of dimensions, it is about 105 mil long. See, it's like got beveled edges, so it's quite hard to get that exactly right. Yeah, it's about 40 wide, I reckon. 42 maybe. 42 mil. And 22. Weight is okay. Seems like it might legitimately have 5200 milliamp hour cells in there. 124 grams, which is exactly the same as the last 5200 milliamp hour power bank I tested. So that's okay. So let's test the power cable. So the supplied cable would have a standard 2.1 amp test. Let's turn on the power. Normally 5.1 volts is the right answer for this. Just wait this thing to settle down. Right, 5 volts, 2.1 amps. So we plug this into the micro USB port. These little testers are great for general purpose cable testing because they've got USB-C, mini, micro and lightning all in one. And they're reasonably accurate, which is nice. They do turn the power on and off very quickly though, so they don't look so good on the oscilloscope. So 4.64, so that's 0.35 volts dropped at 2.1 amps, which for a short cable isn't brilliant. So 0.3, so 0.3, yeah, so 0.35 divided by 5 times by 100, 7%. For a 30 centimetre cable, that's pretty mediocre, but it's kind of standard for a cheap power bank cable. It's okay. I would throw it away and try to use something better, to be honest, but it's not the worst I've seen. It's adequate. It's fine. Right, I will recharge this thing and then we'll do the capacity test. Oh no, actually, let's do the pass-through power test first. So while it's charging, yep, so somewhere around the 50% mark. This meter is too wide. Just use the little port to power one with the extension cable. Press the power button. Nothing happens. So, no pass-through power. That's fine. It's good to know. This is drawing currently 1.6 amps charging. It claims on the box it will do up to 2 amps, so it's okay. So we'll wait and see. I'll charge this up and then we'll do the capacity test. So it's fully charged. It is just trickling a tiny amount of current in now. So let's start the test. I'll reset the numbers on the meter, so that's all 0. The oscilloscope's ready to record. Let's turn the dials down on the load. So this one. Turn this up to 2.4 amps, which is what this claims to support. Okay. So slightly over 2.4 amps, 2.38, close enough, right. So it's only outputting 4.6 volts at the moment, which is not good enough. I definitely need to tighten up the what's that wobbling slightly? There we go. Shunt resistor now reading the right amount. I think I need to redo the connections on that. I did have a little stand here somewhere, which I can now no longer find. I'll have a look for that and I'll set the meter up so it can be seen in a minute. So interestingly, the voltage has risen to 5 volts as the time has passed, which is a little bit odd. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but we'll keep an eye on it. Well, this is not good. It's turned itself off. So that's a big fail. It's quite warm and it will no longer power on. So, excellent. So it's currently drawing 1.5 amps from the power supply. And how long is it on for? A couple of minutes? That's not ideal. I'll give it another run once it's charged up, but it's possible that it's faulty. I don't know. Alright, we'll see what happens and then give it another try. Okay, it's charged again. It's trickling 30 milliamps. So, let's make sure that the meter is zeroed. Cheers. Turn up the load. Actually, let it turn off. Right. It's 1 amp. That's 1.5 amps. So that's better. You can't see that. So 1.5 amps, it seems relatively stable at the moment. Let's go for 2.1 amps I think. So again, it's doing okay. Alright, 2.4. So the voltage is dropping off quite significantly now. 4.9 volts. So that's 2.4 amps. 4.87 volts. So it's doing that thing where it's climbing again. Okay. .5 volts. Alright, we'll leave it to it and see if it repeats the same behaviour. And it's died again. That's a pretty poor show. So it's fairly consistent. What's the meter reporting? Small amount last time. 933 milliwatt hours, which is about what it did last time. 183 milliampere hours, which is poor. So I can't tell if this is just faulty, whether it can't really do 2.4 amps. So I'm going to charge it up again. Again, it's warm, but not ridiculous. And we'll test it at a lower current. Right, it's drawing under 100 milliamps now, which is good enough. Claims it's charged. So, let's reset the counter on the meter. What I'm going to do is run this at 1.5 amps. Because that's the standard for a dedicated charging port. It's still pretty low. It should be able to do 2.4. Clearly it can't. But we work with what we've got. Okay, let's turn that on. Right, 1 amp. .5 amps. Okay. So we'll leave that to run and see if it's any better. Well, it finished. I've had a look over the footage and it did cut off nice and cleanly. Let's have a look at what the meter says. Focus properly. Yeah, close enough. 14656 milliwatt hours. So 14656 divided by 19,240, I think. 5200. Let's do it the wrong way. 5200 times by 3.7. Oh. Times by 100. 76.1% efficient. And that's only at 1.5 amps rather than the 2.4 that it advertises. So that is pretty poor. I mean, anything under 80 isn't great. Anything under 80 is bad, really, let's be honest. The fact that this can't do the 2.4 amps that it claims or advertises either, I'd have to say I do not recommend this power bank. Very disappointing. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please feel free to subscribe. If you don't like the videos, there's a website at powerben.ch where I'll be writing up a simple summary of each video. So if you want to see the reviews, the details of the reviews without having to watch the video, then you can go there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.